Let's see what's in the box. Yeah, let's actually do that. I think we
All
got
right.
a video to play, guys. Let's go ahead and get that video queued up. Let's get some unboxing.
Witness, an evolution of displays that defined an industry. Powerful collaboration tools that connect people and places. The innovation of software and tools designed for education and business. A revolution of precision, interaction, and performance. And greatness, so close at hand, you can touch it.
Added to that portfolio that you saw of the all-new MX series, the all-new 7000R series, the launch of a all-new SmartBoard 6000 series product with IQ. We're gonna take you deep into it. We've got a breakout in which we're gonna take you deeper into it, and we're gonna show you some stuff that I think you're gonna be really, really excited. So Fraser, let's follow our format from before. We talked about, okay, this was good, how's that better? So folks that are used to seeing the 6000 series, let's cover the things that are the same about the 6000S series. Ready, everybody? Here's what's the same.
Yeah, so thanks, Jeremy. It's got 2 passive pens with pen ID. So 1 red, 1 black, super familiar to everybody here.
Okay, so that's a recap of what's familiar for the 6000 series and the 6000S series. Everybody got it?
Yeah.
All right, got it. Let's start with the construction. First up, what do we got?
All right, so as you might have come to expect by now, it has the same high-performance IQ experience, the same common scaler with all the modernized ins and outs that we've been talking about. This is driving from all of that research we've been talking about over the last 12 months, right? So building and building and building on that story. Nicholas talks about it. We're super excited to bring it now into the 6000S product.
Okay, so recap, step 1. Integrated IQ experience on the scaler, modernized input outputs. That's one ingredient, checkbox number 1 for the all-new 6000S series.
Well, I think as you can tell by the appearance of the product, it's very much taking design cues from our highly, very popular 7000 line. So you see that in 3 kind of particular ways. Working on the bottom, we have a dedicated home button, much like its 7000 brother. We also have gone to physical bar erasers, as well as we've adopted the same convenience panel for easy access here on the side of the panel.
Okay, so checkbox number 1, IQ on the scaler, modernized input output. Checkbox number 2, taking industrial design cues from the 7000 series and bringing them into the 6000S series, okay, which is the new iteration of our most popular education panel that we've ever had, the 6000 series. Fraser, checkbox number 3.
Yeah, so we've got to do some specs. So, of course, the remote controlling works if you've got an IR sensor. So we've added the IR sensor to this product. We've also added, of course, an ambient light sensor. And driving from, again, improving the audio story on all of our products, we've gone from 2 by 10 watt on the 6000 to now 2 by 20 watt on the 6000S.
Okay, so checkbox number 1, IQ on the scaler, modernized input output. Checkbox number 2, taking industrial design cues from the 7000 series, bringing them to the 6000S series. Checkbox number 3, specification improvements, including things like making the speakers forward-facing speakers and 20 watts. Okay, Fraser, tell us what's new.
Yeah, so we've got a couple net new things, right? So we've added secure authentication through RFID directly into the product. So Dan and Jeremy spoke earlier about some of the new personalization and secure sign-in workflows that are lighting up the IQ experience and SLS Online. So we now have a dedicated sensor directly behind the glass, adjacent to the convenience panel to make that sign-in completely streamlined. Second, we've also added an environmental sensor package to the product. So we now have temperature and humidity to go with the ambient light and proximity sensors on the product.
We need to pause on this because this is a big moment. Fraser, tell us why this is a big deal.
All of that buildup, right? All of the last 12 months of work, 12 plus months of work, right? It's all consolidated in what you see here. So all 4 of those research streams, all the work from the R&D labs inside of Smart, it's all delivering here today. It's our best-selling product ever, but it's been completely designed from the ground up, right? So this is net new. It's all that effort we've been talking about really in one package. HyperTouch, we talk about it a lot over this presentation. I didn't talk about it for the 6000S yet, so it is HyperTouch with in-glass technology. So that is also adopted in the 6000S product. But HyperTouch itself is really going to the foundation of what Nicholas was speaking to earlier, which is smart, getting deep inside of the architecture of the products, right? So we are talking about the firmware, the software, the touch sensors, customization, synchronization, all of these different touch points that we have as a company, right? That is what is building these experiences, like the simultaneous tool differentiation, the latency improvements, the availability of things like touch and ink and the gesture support that you expect on Windows, Mac, and now Chrome OS, right? It's those details that matter. That is what HyperTouch is about. So with this new line, right, we've taken that approach and we've extended it across every element from every series. So we now have HyperTouch with advanced IR, HyperTouch with in-glass, and HyperTouch with EMR, right? So it's across the line now.
I'll give you a recap, because this is a moment, right? Going into a buying season, all new MX series, okay? All new 7000R series. 2 releases on the IQ that are going to reignite that experience and some of the big major heavy hitters that we've heard from customer feedback. IQ 3.4 and 3.5, Dan gave us an overview of. Improvements into a Chrome interaction experience for users who use the Chrome OS, a new accessory to sell with the Chrome box, and a completely redesigned overhaul with the 6000S series, and some really, really exciting support through the HyperTouch experience across the lines, right? What do you guys think about that for your buying season? Okay. Fraser, word on the board, ToolSense. I don't think that any of the folks attending the conference today know what this is. Can you go ahead and give us a quick overview and let's get to it?
Absolutely. So I think this is really important. It's not very often I get to come up here and talk to you about a truly groundbreaking innovation. Like, you don't get to say that very often, right? So it's my great pleasure to introduce to you something truly game-changing, right from the heart of the Smart Research Labs. It's the world premier technology demo for something we call ToolSense. And Jeremy, can you maybe kick us off on a demo?
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and dive into the IQ experience here on our new 6000S experience. I'm going to go ahead and launch a whiteboard. So those of you folks who are used to, okay, the 6000 or 7000 series that walk up and use experience, same in the MX, but this one we've got a red pen. I'm going to go ahead and pick up a red pen. I'm going to go ahead and write, okay? So you can see I'm going to write some of my advanced math skills on this, okay? You see a black pen, go ahead and I pick up a black pen. You're used to, as Fraser said, introducing those industrial design cues from the 7000 series. I'm going to do a eraser there. I'm going to go ahead and make this a math problem that I can actually solve. Okay, oh my goodness, I'm on the spot here. Oh no, I just made it fractions. Used to things, moving things with my finger if I do so, all right? Those natural experiences, simultaneous tool differentiation, natural linking experiences on our displays. You guys might notice over here, we've got a little pen cartridge on the side of the board. So I'm going to go ahead and pick up an orange pen and a green pen, and because I've run out of math, because I was an English teacher when I was in education, go ahead and write with orange, go ahead and write with green. I just called those the wrong things backwards. I got another pen here. This one looks like it's got 2 highlighter ends with it, so I'm going to go ahead and highlight. I'm going to go ahead and try to balance this equation. Okay, that equals 21. Here, let's see what we've got here. This pen looks a little whimsical. It's got some stars on it, some shooting stars and some stars. Everybody here familiar with the functionality of the Magic Pen inside of Notebook, Smart Ink experiences? So yeah, this is a great example of the Magic Pen. This pen is so whimsical that it's actually magical, and it's going to go ahead and show me some of that functionality. So used to those 2 pens, we got this pen cartridge here. Fraser, is ToolSense cool? So the 6000S, it doesn't support 2 pens. It supports 6 pens on the display. Is that the magic that we're showing everybody today?
Not exactly. So 6 pens, that's great. It's actually an unlimited number of pens, Jeremy, and I want to call something to the audience's attention. So Jeremy did not interact with the user experience, with the software, pardon me, did not change menus, did not do anything, right? As he took tools from the tray, the panel itself automatically recognized what the line style was, what the pen color was, and just reacted.
Okay, that's pretty cool, but we're showing it in the whiteboard. So this is probably like a new whiteboard feature that we're going to put into the IQ, and it'll be limited to the whiteboard.
Yeah, no, I see where you're going. It's nothing to do with the whiteboard, all right? So this is the ToolSense technology platform. So everything you're seeing here with respect to tool recognition works on every input on every app as part of this product, right? So that type of auto detection is everywhere.
Okay, so not limited to the whiteboard, not limited to a certain amount of tool support or pen support. What else do you have? What else can this technology actually do for us?
Yeah, so we've also been working on another thing that we're loosely calling monster shortcuts. They're really just specialized tools that let teachers save time in the classroom, right? So it might be that I want to do something simple like change the agenda or the background on the screen for the day. I might want to launch some of my favorite lesson or another piece of my favorite content just really quickly.
Okay, can you show me that? I want to change some backgrounds here on the display.
So if
Can you
you're my
take us
teacher, I'm just going to pick up a couple tools here. I'm just going to touch this to the screen and say, does that work for you, teacher Jeremy?
That's not bad. I like this monster. Let's see another monster up on the display.
Just put that right there for you.
Okay, that's pretty good. I feel like, though, there's still something not quite right. I think we really need to get this demo's background really landed for the crowd. Do you have anything else in your bag of tricks?
Well, I've got one more of these tools that says Smart on it.
Okay, let's see what this one is.
Smart says. Oh, there we go. There we
go. Winner. I think we got it, guys. What do you think of that background that we're landing on there? Yeah, I think that one. All right, we landed it there. All right, good. So, Fraser, changing backgrounds, so changing things like settings. So, tell me what else, though. You mentioned something about a lesson. So let's say I'm a teacher and I want to get to a lesson through one of those monster shortcut tools that we're demoing. Technology demo today, guys.
Yeah, so again, it could be content, right? It could be something like a map of Spain that I want to get to. But again, maybe it's a time for a math lesson. Like I think we should maybe bring Dan up, and I'm just going to use this other block just to do a shortcut right to the math lesson that I prepared for him.
Okay, so we made this math lesson for Dan. Dan, show the audience what you've got in your hands here for those in the back of the room.
I have 4 wooden blocks, and we have a couple of signs on them. The backs are just felt. We have addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division.
Okay, so the back of them's felt. They're wooden blocks though, but like probably some active technology like inside with batteries and whatnot. How do we charge the blocks, guys?
They're just wooden blocks. No batteries included.
Just wooden blocks.
Needed.
All right, Dan, go ahead and do some math for us up on the display. And Fraser, tell us what we're seeing as Dan takes us through this ToolSense demo of actually working on a lesson in a classroom environment.
Yeah, so we're seeing Dan's grasp of math. But we're also seeing, as the tools are placed on the display, they're automatically recognized for the symbol type that they are, and a symbol or stamp is injected directly onto the whiteboard canvas.
Okay, so you just said stamps injected onto the whiteboard canvas. So you probably mean these are just
That's
like
right,
inking traces. These are kind of like, it's like a pen. So Fraser, is this just basically like a pen mark inside of my lesson here, inside of the player?
No, so these are real objects again, right? So I can touch, I can select, I can drag these objects around like anything else on a smart display.
Okay, that's pretty cool. Can you show us some more objects? Like what else do you have in your bag of tricks here?
Well, one thing I'll start with, again, when you think about instruction, just a simple letter B. It's a little bit bigger than the other blocks, so if I put it down, it's a big B. All right, so it's got that going for it. If I touch the corner, it's a small b. Oh, now it's a kind of a medium-sized B. And of course, it's B, 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 B.
Okay,
right? So
all right, yeah.
Does that work for you, Jeremy?
Well, see, here's the thing, Fraser. I actually literally have a bag of tricks, and so I'm just gonna start. Throwing some of these at you, and let's see how good your catching skills are and your technology world premiere demo skills are.
Let's do this live.
All right, so we got some A's there. Fraser, you did such a good job on your presentation today, buddy. Really good stuff today.
Aww.
Yeah. I mean, it was an 8 out of 10. I don't know.
Let's stay away from math.
Go. Hey, it's another B with that one. Okay.
All right, that's a little baby B.
Yeah, you guys are all stars. Everybody's a star.
And this is for the partners.
That's very cool.
I got
all right.
it.
Yeah, that's great. Hey, Fraser. This is a cool fashion choice and everything, but it doesn't look like a block there, buddy. What do we got there?
I'm not sure exactly.
Okay, I'll go ahead and open up a page for you. Let's see what we've got there.
All right, it looks about Dan's size, but I'll try it on. All right, so
better together, hardware and software, guys. You are seeing it in action.
Hardware
better
and
together.
Software together.
Yeah. All right.
So I'm not sure what it would do, but if I were to guess, I'm just going to take my yellow finger. I'm going to do a little bit of yellow for you.
Okay, that's pretty cool. What else you got?
I'm going to see if that works. I'm just going to do a little bit of yellow sideways. Oh, okay, it's thicker. That's kind of cool. Okay. Maybe my middle finger. Okay, that's red. That's yellow. Okay, so I'm doing that all together.
Okay.
Wow, guys.
Yeah. What do you guys think of that? Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna go We're going to go deeper for you guys when we get into the breakout sessions, but really important point I want to make here. So like exciting stuff, all new MX series, all new 7000R series, all new 6000S series. And Fraser, so I'm guessing like accessories, like Smart's getting into the wooden blocks and the felt gloves, like accessory line,
Okay,
that's probably what we
so-
should expect.
Let me come back to this again, okay? This is the world premiere technology demo, right? But it is super important. Like I want you to understand, right, that everything you're seeing here, it's not going to be about necessarily what you've seen today. It's more about the capability and the vision that this brings to us, right? So right now, as you can imagine, we have our collective user research teams, our teacher communities, our practice leaders out there trying to light up the next new education workflows built around this technology. But even though that stuff is still coming down the pipe, the concrete things that you're going to see, the takeaway message is that it's already built into this product, right? So this is a platform with ToolSense that is ready now and in the future as we build more innovation on top of this.
Okay, so Fraser, a couple things, because this is really important, guys, when it comes to innovation and exploration of where we go. So when we unveiled this technology, and we've been having conversations about it internally over the last few months, some of the places where our minds are going and where that research that Fraser just alluded is going. Think about a classroom that's accommodating the needs of very specific students inside that classroom. Think about a classroom that's supporting early literacy and how tools that we design or partner to have implemented in this ToolSense environment could actually support workflows that when you and your teams go in to show customers how this technology transforms learning, inspires greatness foundationally, is actually scaled, personalized experiences for those teachers. And think about the irreplicable workflows that you can drive as we start to create more and more experiences around ToolSense. To the point that, Fraser, what if I'm a teacher and down the road I wanted to create my own tool for interactions on the displays? Is that out of the question with ToolSense?
That's one of the most exciting things. I mean, so you can build your own tools, you can configure them with this hardware in front of you today.
Okay, guys. This is a big, big moment, right? Not just a 6000S series launch with all of that powered specification that we showed, not just that, but also foundationally a platform for a new interactive experience. ToolSense, you guys just saw the world premiere technology demo of it. Let's get the main presentation back up here, guys, and as we get ready to wrap things up. What did we think of ToolSense? Pretty cool stuff? We think that's a big moment. We'd be remiss to not give you the big recap of the 6000S series. Fraser, give us a recap.
You got it. So guys, again, from scratch, brand new, top to bottom, the new 6000S. One little footnote, 65, 75, and now 86-inch in our 6000 lineup. Second, ToolSense. We think it's a game changer. We hope you think so too. Looking forward to rolling out more and more on top of this over time. And again, the 6000S is not just a display, we really do consider it a platform, right? So there's so much it can do. Brand new, just looking forward to working with you guys, and please do come to the breakout. Looking forward to get into the details with all of you.
Okay, so before we bring Nicholas back up, quick recap. Been saying it quite a bit of times, but we want to make sure that we land this really hard. All new MX series. All new IQ experiences, 3.4 and 3.5 releases to reignite some of those productivity, connectivity tools embedded in the display, okay? Got an all-new 7000R series. Really, you're going to see much more of that in breakouts and in Fraser Cousins' business sessions. Okay. You've also got a new Chrome OS inking experience on smart displays powered by those hypertouch interactions Fraser spoke to, a new accessory to sell in the future with the Chromebox, and then an all-new 6000S series that's got a technology world premiere demo that you guys all just saw. And by the way, along with that, as Nicholas alluded to, developments and investments in our subscription software that your partnership has helped us drive over 1 million active subscriptions globally. We're incredibly, incredibly proud of the last year and incredibly proud of those releases. So with that, we're going to wrap up. We're going to bring back up Chief Development and Operations Officer Nicholas Svensson. Looking forward to the breakouts and conversations, guys. Thanks so much. Nicholas.
Hey. So, just recapping, all of you, new lineup of education panels, including the MX, the 6000, the 7000, all refreshed with everything that the team showed you today. All new enterprise offerings, 7000R and the MX Pro with 3 times less SKUs, all thanks to the inclusive bundling that we've done to simplify your lives. So overall, introduced today, simplified value-added bundles We have Smart Learning Suite and IQ Reignited. Check that out for yourselves downstairs. The possibilities are enormous for what that product can do. That is a walk-up and use scenario. It can even be used in a UCC environment with some of the innovations we've done. Continuous innovation. I hope you've seen that we are continuing to innovate at Smart. We're continuing to invest in our portfolio, and we continue to want and look forward to getting your business. And finally, the future is now, and this stuff is available for order today. All right, thank you very much, and we'll see you at the breakout sessions.